20 years ago, Mercedes-Benz introduced what we consider one of the first luxury SUVs. It beat the BMW X5 to market by a full year. That was the M-Class. What we have here is the latest generation of that, which is the 2020 Mercedes-Benz GLE class. My expectations are really high for this GLE class because it has large shoes to fill. The last GLEs were really quite good. My question is, how much better is this new GLE? Before I get too deep into the GLE class, do me a favor and hit subscribe below. We have a lot of great videos coming your way. When the GLE goes on sale this spring, it will initially be offered in GLE 450 trim. That has a 3-liter turbocharged 6-cylinder that puts out 362 horsepower. A few months later, the GLE 350 will come to market, and that has a 2-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder that puts out 255 horsepower. Rear-wheel drive is standard, and 4MATIC is available as an option. I drove both, and they're actually really quite good. As expected, this GLE class fulfills all of my expectations for Mercedes luxury. Materials are excellent throughout. I mean, every surface is really well done. Great stitching. Everything just kind of falls to hand really nicely, and the new MBUX system with this huge pane of glass, it's really striking. It's really pretty. Design-wise, there's some touches that I really quite like, and there's a few that kind of strike me a little odd. I do really like these dual grab handles. When you're driving, you usually don't have a grab handle here, but it's actually a really nice place to rest your hand when you're not operating the MBUX system. I have a few nitpicks here and there with the interior. These 4 square vents seem a little out of place to me, and so does this weird kind of vent-looking thing that's filling in the space to the right of the MBUX screen. When it comes to personal storage, Mercedes does it right. There's a wireless charging pad right here and heated and cooled cup holders. Here in the back seats, I have a wealth of room. There's a ton of foot room under the front seat, tons of knee room, and the seat in front of me is set for me, and I'm 5'10". I have plenty of headroom as well, and that's considering we have this massive panoramic sunroof. Materials quality back here is as good as the front seats, which is somewhat rare among SUVs. Sometimes I'll put more durable materials back here to put up with the abuse that kids might throw at it, but this is just as plush. In the back, there's also quad zone automatic climate control, so the outboard passengers can set the temperature to their preference. There's also 2 USB-C ports and a household power outlet. There is a 3rd row option for the GLE class. I had the opportunity to take a seat last night, and I can say it was surprisingly decent back there. Now, as an adult, I had just enough headroom. My head was barely touching the headliner. Obviously, it's better for kids, but it was surprising how much space there really was back there. Here I am in the new GLE 450, and it gets underway just fine. I also drove the 350, more than adequate. And honestly, most people are going to go with that model anyway, but this has a certain trick up its sleeve. We're in comfort mode right now. We're on a slightly curvy road. There's a curve mode, and what that does, it activates the Mercedes e-active suspension system. What that does is it counteracts the lean when you're going into a turn, but it doesn't just make it corner flat, it actually leans it further, almost like you're on a motorcycle leaning into a curve. And it's trippy. You know, they're describing it in their presentation, and I'm thinking, that sounds like a gimmick. And once I turned it on, we're going to turn right now. Oh, it's so weird. It's really subtle. It's not like this huge lean or heel over like you're on a yacht, but it just, it kind of, I mean, naturally your body kind of wants to lean into it, and this is just kind of encouraging that. It doesn't make it particularly more sporty, but it's so much smoother through the turn. There's no wobbling back and forth. For a lot of people, it still might be a novelty, but if you have the means, I think it's kind of worth it. It really is something special. As far as the rest of the drive, well, it's really comfortable. The ride quality is really quite good. We're actually on a semi-construction type road here. I'm sure it's a lot rougher than any other car. It's just kind of gliding over it. It does scan the road ahead, kind of like the Mercedes Magic Ride. So it is reacting to all of that. And this 48-volt system for the suspension, actually, it moves it very quickly, much quicker than the air suspension does. This car has the massage too. And like a lot of the other Mercedes, like the S-Class, a bunch of different types of massage with varying intensities. And we were driving for quite a while yesterday, and it really came in handy. In addition to the typical drive modes, sport, comfort, and the new curve thing, this particular one also has some of the off-road options. And one of them, which is actually kind of funny to watch from the outside, is the sand function. If you're stuck in sand, the active suspension will start bouncing the car up and down like it's a lowrider to help it kind of grab that sand a little bit so it can get some traction out. Overall, this new GLE feels really confident on the road, as long as you don't go with that airbag suspension. It's comfortable enough, it's soft enough, but at the same time, it doesn't feel like randomly floating along. It feels like you're still in control of it. In the class of luxury SUVs that the GLE competes in, it does exceptionally well. It bests my previous favorite, which was the Audi Q7. And there's also a BMW X5 that's all new, which I haven't driven yet, but if history serves as any lesson, they're going to be really close, with the Mercedes slanting towards more comfort and classic luxury, while the BMW has a little more bias towards performance and a little more driver-centric. There's probably no loser in the bunch, but this is really quite good. It's smart, it's well-designed, it's comfortable, it has all the luxury high points, so I highly recommend checking this out with the competition. For more information on the GLE, head on over to Edmunds.com. To see more videos like this, hit subscribe.